What's up, man? Hey, cousins. Hey, cousins. I know I have been missing for a minute, but I am feeling better. I'm feeling a lot better. So I figured I'd come on and do a check-in tonight. I miss y'all so much, and I have been trying to listen to my body, and it worked. Um, it's like I'm having a flare up on top of a flare up. Um, and hopefully we'll have a handle on it soon. I have my next infusion treatment on Tuesday, the 10th, and for my Friday's appointment, the solution is to increase the dosage of the infusion from 500 to 700, increase the frequency of the infusion from 6 weeks to 4 weeks, and add steroids. You're okay, man. Hey, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday afternoon. Like I said, I haven't been on. My last day on live was on February the 2nd. So yeah, it's taken a minute for me to kind of bounce back this time. Hopefully with the new the added medication and the increase of the infusion dosage, hopefully that will do the trick. That will have me feeling better because, like I was telling my doctor, I have a lot to do. Um, a lot I want to do, a lot that I am going to do. And I think I tell him that so much that when I was like, I have got to, I've got to find a solution to this. We've got to figure out something that works. And he was like, I know, because you have a lot to do and I'm going to make sure you get to do it. So that's teamwork right there. So prayerfully everything will work out. It has to. I'm not going to give it a choice. It has to. And besides, I'm feeling better. And it wasn't so much, not being able to breathe. It was because I had been laboring to breathe. So when I finally started feeling better, my chest, my back, my sides, my shoulders, my neck, every muscle was so sore from, laboring to breathe. So that was what the issues were, After I started feeling better, that's what took me so long to come back, because I was really sore and in pain from that. So we're feeling better, and I say we because this is the co-host, Milton Leroy. But I want to talk to other people who have sarcoidosis, there you go, man, and are going through infusion treatments or have gone through infusion treatments, because even though, I can read and, textbook, Google stuff, it's not the same as being able to ask someone who has um, gone through it before or is going through it. I've only been doing the infusion treatment since July, so I haven't even made it a year yet. So, being able to ask questions to people who have been doing it for far longer than I have, because I have a lot of questions, a lot of questions that textbook does not answer, So I would love to be able to do that. I have a few people, that I've reached out to, but I don't know, I haven't found anyone who's on this high of a dose yet. And that was another reason for coming on tonight, because like I said, I have questions. And since I choose not to suffer alone anymore or in silence, I'm reaching out. So even if you're watching it on the replay and you know someone, just ask them to comment. I have an email address in the description of my channel, because I would really, really like to be able to ask them some questions. And I know that the higher dose is just to get everything under control, and the maintenance dose will be lower. But this will be my third dosage. Started off at 400, increased to 500 after a few months, and now I'm at 700. Because my body is not responding at all. And it was scheduled for every 6 weeks. At the 400 milligram dosage, it was lasting 3 weeks, and then I was, in worship like I'd never had an infusion. So they increased it to 500, and I made it 2 weeks. So that's why they're shortening it to 4 weeks, and hopefully that will get me from one treatment to the next without them having to give me something to be able to get me to the next treatment. Because that's what we've been doing. That's how I was able to make it to my appointment Friday. He had to literally, give me a prescription to be able to get me there. And that's not good. Like I said, it's just like having a flare-up on top of a flare-up. And it is awful. Because yeah, and it's got to be taking a toll on my body to keep going through this every, few weeks. So like I said, hopefully if my insurance has approved it, I will get the higher dose on the 10th. And I believe that will hold me 4 weeks. And we'll get this show on the road and start doing more amazing things, Besides catering to sarcoidosis. I always say, I have sarcoidosis. It does not have me. This week it was, it was a tussle last week. Because it was really rearing its ugly head. So it gave me a tussle. Not going to lie about that. It really did. It gave me a tussle. But, hold on a minute. I'm going to slide out. Train for a minute here. Be right back. Okay. And I think the last time I talked or made a post, the last video I was talking about how the treatments were drying out my skin. And so Cousin Leah mentioned about Sarah V. Hey love, how you doing? How are you doing? I am loving your videos. I'm loving your videos, baby. I still don't know how, I know how to share them, like, with other people, but I don't know how to share them on my channel. So if you know, please let me know, because there are a few that I definitely want to share on my channel. Not remix, just share. And it gives you credit for it. I just don't know how to do it. I'm so glad you're here, love. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, sis. How have you been doing? I've kind of been MIA for almost a week now. But I wasn't feeling good at all. So instead of trying to, force it and make my body do something that it did not feel like doing, we just went along. I went along with the program, did what I could, and didn't worry about what I couldn't. And I knew I'd be back. You know, I didn't know when, but I knew I'd be back. I knew I wasn't going to stay feeling like that forever. Nothing lasts forever, thank God. Trouble don't last always. So, you know, change is not an option. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. That's why I always say, if you're low, just give it a minute. You know, don't lose faith. Just keep trusting, and everything will work out. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. So do you, baby. So do you. Hold on, I got me a new piece of hair. You can't really tell me nothing. And it's not even a new piece of hair. It's hair that I have had that, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I guess I just forgot that it was in the box. It's not like it's a new piece. It's just that one that I haven't worn in a minute. So I'm like, okay, let's put old girl on and give her, you know, tour of the city. Oh, how's the weather? It should be warm in Texas. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And girl, sis, Queen Bee, and Nay, they showed me how to, they told me the products to get to be able to glue it down, and I'm able to sleep in it. The solution is waterproof. I am enjoying this. Look. Woo-hoo. I am enjoying this hair, honey. Especially since I don't have to take it off, and it didn't irritate my skin at all. As a matter of fact, I messed up. I put this on Friday morning before going to the doctor. I should have put it on Thursday night. But that was my first time opening up the stuff that Queen Bee and Nene had told me to get. And I expected it to be really thick, and it was not. So when I was trying to apply it, it has a brush. I was trying to apply it. Some dropped off of the brush into my hair, and instantly I just ran my, fingers through my hair to grab it to keep it from, bonding the hair together. Because baby, this ain't real. I ain't paying. No, we don't do real wigs over here. No, $40 and below is what we doing. All day, every day. Or $17.99 for the half wig. But so therefore I got the glue on my hands, right? How about that stuff? It's really good. You see how it's got my hair. I ran out of alcohol trying to get it off of everything that I touched. Oh yeah, same here. Same here. Same here. It's warm here as well. It's not really warm, but it feels good. It's like at that sweet spot temperature, where you can just let the windows up and enjoy. And girl, I had to go to the doctor with my fingers like this because it glued my fingers together. I ran out of the 91% alcohol. So I was like, okay, when I get to the doctor, I will get, the nurse to give me a alcohol swab. I can clean it up. It didn't even touch it. That 70% didn't even touch it. So I stopped back by 2 stores trying to find the 91%. And I used it right there in the car because I had glued, like I said, my fingers were stuck together. And then I had glue on the side of my head, on the side of my face, honey. It was, but they couldn't tell it because I had, the hair was covered up. But anytime I reached up, I told Queen Bee, I said, if anybody could do it, it would be me. I think I'm the only person that's walking this earth that cannot apply falsies. I have tried. And I know they say practice makes perfect. Practice got both my eyes glued together. Why didn't I stop and unglue the first eye? I don't know. But I'm like, okay, I'll get it on this next one, then I'll remove it. Well, you know what happened with the next one? But I was glued both of my eyes closed. trying to put on false eyelashes. So if anybody is doing a tutorial, and I mean, it's got to be like elementary, tag me. Come get me. I think they are beautiful. I just cannot do it. And I don't want to keep taking my eyelashes down to the nail salon to get them to do them. They will, but you know, they gonna charge me per eye. And I just, per eye, like they only gonna do one eye. But no, they're gonna charge me to do it. So it seems so easy. It just, I don't know why I can't get it. But surely if I can, and if I can figure out how to glue hair on my head, I can figure out how to apply false eyelashes. It should not be this hard, and it's probably not that hard. I just have no idea what I'm doing. I don't have a technique. I've never seen anyone actually do it, you know? I've never been around anyone watching them apply their eyelashes. So I don't know if there is a technique that there's obviously, I mean, come on, there's something that I'm not doing right because I can't get them on. I do understand. Really? Now see, I can't even put them on other people. Wow. So tell me, can you tell me how to do it? Can you show me how to do it? That might be a great video. Brittany, there, I cannot be the only one, even though I think I may be. But I think that would be a great video. I think that more women may, you know, suffer from the same issues that I'm suffering with. I just don't know what I'm doing. And I'm reading the instructions, and that's not helping me at all. You could try, okay. Well, how about this? We can FaceTime one day, and you can talk me through it, you think? That might be cool. That might be better. That would be a lot better. Well, other than you watching me possibly glue both of my eyes closed again. Even if that's the case, you would get a good laugh out of it, you know. Something to, you know, you never forget. Oh, and have you talked to Melvin today? I talked to him earlier. He said he was going out to the store. I asked him to please call me when he returned. And it took him a minute, so I called him back. He was still outside. So I haven't heard from him since. I have an Android, so I know you can, like, you know, just if you're on a call, you can do a video while you're on the call. Why? Melvin, honey, he don't get mad at anybody, baby. If he gonna be mad at somebody, it would be me, because he says that I fuss a lot. He says that I fuss a lot. And honey, I know it's gonna be backwards, but this is the lotion that I found, and I put it on my face everywhere. The treatments were drying out my skin. I mean, horribly dry. My skin tone looked gray. It was that dry. And like I said, I made a video about it, and cousin Leah was like, hey, try CeraVe. And when I went there, I found the one for diabetics, dry skin relief. And it wasn't that I was not moisturizing my skin, it just was not retaining. You know, I use coconut oil. And you know, that is really good, and I've used that for years. And the more I put, the seemed like it was just sucking it up. So I still use the coconut oil, but then I use this as a sealer on top of it, and it's worked great. Instantly, I got this last Thursday, yeah, and instantly it worked, and it's been working. It's like 24-hour moisture protection, I think it said 48-hour moisturization. So yes, it's really good, and I use it a lot during the day because I wash my hands a lot. It's the let me know the CeraVe, and like I said, I know it's backwards, baby. I don't know how to mirror my screen. I don't even know if I can, but it's the CeraVe Diabetics Dry Skin Relief Moisturizing Cream. It's really, really good. You'll instantly be able to see a difference and feel a difference, because the dry patches on my face are almost all gone. Yes. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. It really is. And I wasn't expecting for the tube to be this big. A lot for a little. I think this was only like $9, almost $10 maybe on Amazon. And it's a really big tube. So thank you. I will definitely be getting some more because it's well worth it. And guess what? Guess what, honey? Honey, I got my shower chair in yesterday. I was gonna come on yesterday, but I was in the shower chair. So and then I was gonna come on this morning, but I was back in the shower chair. I mean, it has turned the bathroom into a spa, an oasis. Milton, Leroy, and I, even Milton said, "This is nice. It is really nice." And I was in there. Queen B was like, "We're gonna have to really get you a speaker and something else." She said, "We're gonna get you a speaker and a phone cover, a waterproof phone cover." Because I was in there texting people, sending out voice messages, all just conducting, business in the shower. Yes, honey, yes, I got it. It's like the Cadillac of shower chairs. I love it, and because I am so tall, it had like the extenders on the leg, like crutches, where you could extend it up, high. So it was always great. Oh, it's so great. I mean, it's the simple things in life, the little things in life that make the biggest impact on life. And like I said, I could have had this a long time ago, but because I didn't want it to look like I was sick, I didn't want it to look like I needed help, I didn't want it to look like whatever. Closed mouth don't get fed, is what it boils down to. Because my doctors will ask me questions and they looking at me, they know the answers. But until I say it, there's nothing they can do about it. Like I said, I didn't even mention that I needed help to my doctors because I don't want them thinking that, I'm sicker than what I am, or stupid stuff. No more. Like I said, no more suffering in silence, especially when I have such great cousins, sisters, brothers, all of y'all that can, give me advice. Because if I had not been on here and decided that, hey, I'm just laying it all out, this is what it is. Queen Bee was like, honey, I just assumed that everybody had a shower chair. And I was like, no, not me. I do now. I do now, because when she was like, oh, I could have told you, you probably need a shower chair. Then I had nerve to get off alive and like, you should have been told me that. And I thought about it, I was like, honey, you couldn't tell me nothing because you didn't even know I was having issues. So My bad. My bad. Like I said, no more suffering in silence. If I, need help with something, I'll reach out. Like I am tonight. Like I said, I would love to speak with others who are currently, going through the infusion treatments or who have gone through them in the past. Like I said, I have a lot of questions, um, especially at this higher dose. And I know that no two people are the same. Even though the treatment can be the same, the reaction, the body's reaction to the treatment, could be different, and more than likely, in most cases, will be. But I could still, bounce some things off of somebody besides myself and see what I could come up with. Like I said, I know this new higher dose will work. I know that the maintenance dose will be lower, so just kind of want to know what to expect at this higher dose. How, we'll see. Looks like I'm going to see for myself firsthand. Like I said, the treatment is on Tuesday. So, Brittany, if you're up that time of morning again, come on, because I'll be my appointment is at 7:15, and usually I'm live by 8:30. Sometimes sooner, it depends, but I'm usually one of the first ones that they call back. So yeah, if you're up, come hang out with me. That is Tuesday the 10th at 7:15. And this time I don't have a driver coming home. My uncle has an appointment that day himself, and he really needs to keep it. So we're just gonna pray about it. And like I said, if I have to stop, take a nap, stop, do whatever, it'll be all right. It will be all right. Brittany, do you, cause Sunkiss just messaged me. He was like, "Hey, cousin, what you doing?" I'm on my phone on live, so I don't know how to, let me see if I can share it live with them. It may just pause the screen. I'm not sure. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure. Oh, hey, Tony. Hey. How you doing, Tony? Hey, cousin. I know it's been a minute. It's been a few days, but been kind of struggling over here. Like I said, I always say I have sarcoidosis. It does not have me. But baby, it was giving me a tussle. Diana Ross. Last time it was Nancy Wilson, remember? Yeah, I found a piece of hair in the box, and I was like, hey, let me put on and give her a spin around town. So that's what we've been doing. How have you been doing, Tony? Did you miss me? You giving me who is the boss? I missed y'all. I really did. And I was like, well, I'm gonna go on tonight and check in. Because like I said, I have some infusion questions, so I would love for other people with sarcoidosis to come on. I feel a lot better. A lot better. My next infusion is Tuesday. um, because I've been having such a hard time making it from one infusion date to the next. What they decided to do was increase my infusion dosage from 500 to 700, increase the frequency of my infusions from 6 weeks to 4 weeks, and added a steroid. Hopefully, 7:15 in the morning. My appointment is at 7:15. Usually I'm back and ready to roll by 8:30. Not unless, they have a high volume and the pharmacy is slow, sending up the pre-meds or the infusion. But normally I'm rolling by before 9 o'clock. It's never been after 9 o'clock. So yeah, that's where I've been. Like I said, it was like having a flare up on top of a flare up. So, like I said, that was taking my body, it was taking a huge toll on my body. And it wasn't so much, like I said, the part of not being able to breathe. It was just that I was laboring so much to breathe, and when I started feeling better, it felt like someone had taken something and just whacked my top half, neck muscles, all the muscles that you use to breathe, yeah, my sides, my back, my chest, my neck, everything was hurting and sore. So that's taken me a minute to get over that, and now, like I said, I feel better. Thank God I feel better. No, I didn't have to go to the hospital. I went to my appointment on Friday, and he had already called me in something. He called me in something for me to be able to make it to my appointment Friday. So, yeah. And like I said, now when it's time to go to the hospital, believe me, I'm up and out of here. But because, I will be like, I've endured worse. So I know, like I tell people all the time, don't worry I'll let you know when it's time to worry. It's just the sarcoidosis was like, hey, we finna tussle this week. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to let you know that I'm here. So it really did. But yeah, I feel a lot better. And I know with age, I can't wait as long as I would have, years ago, to go to the emergency room. So I do take all of that into consideration. But because I know it looks worse, sometimes than what it actually is. And like I said, I've endured worse. So I knew, I still reached out to my doctor. And he called me in something, and it gradually started working. But, even if I've been in the hospital, same thing. Everything, has to get into the body, into the system to start working. So it did. And like I said, the part that had me down for a few days was the fact that it did work. And like I said, I was sore from having been breathing like that. But as you can see, we're ready to roll now. We're ready to rock and roll. I'm ready to hit the streets and run a marathon. And after I get my new portable concentrator, yeah, we can get in there and run a couple of marathons. I say that now. Yeah, I may not remember it later. But we could definitely do something, get outside and walk or something. Because the weather here has been so pretty. And I'm loving it. I am loving it. Like I said, it's like that sweet spot, not too cold, not too hot, just letting the windows up, Milton Leroy laying in the windows, just enjoying it. And it does get a little bit cooler at night, but not a lot. Not a lot. How's the weather where you are, Tony? I hope it's a lot better than it was last time when we talked. Mm-mm. When I was looking at Milton Leroy this morning, he has gotten so big. When he first rescued me, I could hold Milton Leroy in my hand. And now his head is, I always tell him. Oh, no, not trying to be funny at all, sweetheart. Because it's like 65 here. I'm just thinking that if it's warming up here, it's got to be warming up everywhere. Don't mind me. Don't take offense to it. No, not being funny at all. Jeez. Oh, wow. Well, I'm sending some of this warm vibes your way. Well, you continue to be careful, be safe, and stay warm. -16? When does it warm up there? And watch Alabama turn around and do something crazy like have a blizzard in March or April. That's not uncommon for us. Ice storm. I mean, of all the months, springtime, we're now having an ice storm or a severe winter storm like we haven't had, in 20 years. Because I wanted it to be really bad, earlier this last month, because we need it. There's so many germs and viruses going around that we need a hard freeze. We need it to be like cold. That's the only way. That's the only way. Have y'all numbers like for COVID, RSV, and all that spiked back up? Because even Alabama, we're having a rough go with it again. Our numbers have spiked back up. I don't know if they're still up, but I know they were up last month. In December, they were definitely up. When I went to Dr. Friday, first thing my doctor said when he walked in the room, "I'm so glad to see that you have on a mask." I'm like, of course. Of course. And I appreciate you having on one too. Yes, you are not going to catch me out in this without one. Milton Leroy came over to say hi, and when I started this live, he was asleep. So I was thinking he was going to stay asleep the entire time, but that is not to be. I think Milton Leroy is a little bit jealous of me being on live and not talking to him or to myself, because that is what he's used to. All day long. Like I said, he is going to be, he's not going to be. He is a vocal little boy. Because he talks back. He just, how you, how you doing? But all of my pet children were vocal like he is. So that's because I talk a lot to them. And like I said, to myself. But he can definitely tell when I'm not talking to myself. And he definitely knows when I'm not talking to him. So I think that's why he gets up and starts doing stuff. But tonight he's pretty calm. He's not flipping off of anything. Not at all. Not at all. I know I won't be back in the morning. And like I said, I want to come on here tonight and let y'all know that I am feeling 100% better. And that I love y'all. I miss y'all. I had forgot about y'all. And so it'll probably be tomorrow afternoon, because the afternoon seem to work better for me too. Not that the mornings didn't, the afternoons just seem kind of more relaxed, Yeah. I don't know exactly what time. It probably won't be this late. Well, I don't know. It's not even late. It's 7:48 here. So it's not even late. Oh, wow, Tony. Mm-mm. How are they letting them in like that? How are they letting them in? Mm. I don't know. I don't think people are taking this serious. You know, I also said, during COVID, I was like, okay, the whole world was living like I had been living for years. And even though it was to save their life, protect them, there were a lot of people that were still upset about protecting themselves. I didn't get that. I didn't get that at all. I didn't get that at all. Hey, but ooh. Yeah, here is Milton Leroy. Big buddy. Big boy, yeah. And it's almost like he is smiling. I think he is. Hey, Moo. Hey, Moo. Tell him hey. Say hey, Milton Leroy. You tell him hey. Oh, yeah, there you go. Say hey. This is the co-host. This is my co-host. Hey, Moo. Milton said I have to come see what's going on. Make my grand appearance for the night. Yeah, like I said, it's not late. It just feels like it's late, I guess, because it's dark outside. But yeah, this time I don't know what time I'll be on, and I hate to say a time and did not, but I will be back on. Um, let's do the same times at night. I'll be back on between. Nah, let's go early. Between 6 and 8. So if I don't come on in the mornings, I'll be on in the evening between 6 and 8. So it's not so late that I will miss y'all. If you come on or whatever. But I'm just rambling because I know what I'm trying to say, but it's not coming out of my mouth. Oh yeah. But yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow. And Tony and Brittany, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank y'all for your love, for your prayers, for your support, for everything. Thank y'all so much. I love y'all. Milton Leroy says, happy Sunday evening. And I will see y'all tomorrow. How about that? All right, cousins. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Good night. Have a great, great night and a wonderful morning. A wonderful Monday morning. See y'all then.